everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Nobody's Beauty Guru. Today I am here with another edition of Stars and Strikes. Today I'm here with my beauty tools. I have a lot less strikes, so we're going to start with those first. Again, these are ones that are still in my collection, so they're not that horrible, but they're not my favorite. So let's jump into it, shall we? Alright, first up is just an entire category, and it is eyelash curlers. For some people, you need these. Honestly, I do too. My eyelashes do not hold a curl. They are not curled at all, but I have yet to find one of these that does not rip out, break, or damage my eyelashes. I don't know if it's because my eyelashes are brittle. I have used countless ones of these. Some of them work for a little while, and then one day they just snap off all my eyelashes. Other ones just aren't shaped correctly to the actual shape of my eye. I dread using these. I absolutely hate it. I'm nervous every single time I use them because legitimately one of them chopped off all of my lashes. I cried. I hate these. I own them in case I ever really need to use them. They terrify me. I've been burned by them and I won't go back. Kabuki brushes. Just why? Like if I want to do any kind of large powdering, I want this giant Real Techniques powder brush. And it does what this little tiny nub of a handle thing does, and I don't like them. So I don't know why I still have this. I'll probably get rid of it because I just don't see a use for this if I have a full handled powder brush that I can maneuver easier. What's the point? Do you understand it? I don't understand it. I don't like it. So those are my two strikes. That's literally everything. I don't really have much by way of tools that don't serve a purpose. I might have had them in the past, but I've since gotten rid of them because if it does not serve a purpose, I'm not keeping it. Now for stars, I'm gonna start off with my non-brush items because I have a lot of brush favorites. First of all, droppers. Whether this comes out of an empty item or you buy these on Amazon, these are amazing for anything. Whether it is getting to the bottom of different containers that might not have a natural pump, adding alcohol into a powder that you're repressing. I just find that these come in so handy. I've never regretted having extra of these on hand. So if you don't have some of these, get you some. One of my best Amazon purchases was this palette and spatula. This helps me get down into the bottom of all of my products. This tip on this end helps me pry out the top of the stoppers of products, and then this flat side really helps me scoop out the bottom. This is a palette that I can use to mix in a highlighter with a foundation, to mix two different foundations for a lighter shade. It can help me mix in my custom colored liquid lipsticks if I want to mix liquid lipsticks. It just really has been invaluable to have the two of these. I think they were like $6 or $7. I had them shipped right to me and I've never regretted it. These are lifesavers for panners. Eyelash separator. This thing gets used on the daily, especially because I usually use a primer and then multiple coats of mascara because my eyelashes are very short, pretty sparse. I like to have them very separated and long though. So no matter what I do, I don't prefer clumpy lashes, which happens sometimes as the formula changes or mascaras get to the end of their life. I have to brush them through, and I'll brush them through downward first and then upward so that I can lift my lashes. And I'll sometimes let it dry a little bit as I hold them up so that I get the lift that I would normally get with an eyelash curler without damaging my eyelashes. So this thing is phenomenal. This is from Unique. It got sent to me with some free items that somebody wanted me to try out. Definitely the metal ones though. The plastic ones don't do bub kiss, so the metal ones are a must. Don't judge, I just did my makeup, my beauty blender is dirty, but beauty blenders. I had for a while the Real Techniques sponges, and they're still okay. I have them. Definitely prefer the actual beauty blender. So if you have been holding out or you really don't want to get it, if the other ones work for you, great, fantastic. But I really have found that this is amazing and I love it, and I don't think I'll go back. I'll continue to repurchase those. Also, I use this because I've been filming like 4 or 5 videos and I've been blotting, but this is the Blotterati by the Beauty Blender line, and I thought this was gimmicky. I was never going to use it, but when I sit and film and I turn off my fan and this light is on me and it's hot in here, this blots like my sweat stash so nicely without messing up the rest of my makeup. And then I can wash this and I don't have to repurchase the sheets. And I just feel like it's a little bit more like eco-friendly to just use this, and I can blot wherever I need to and then continue refilming without feeling bad. So a lot of the times you won't see it because I'll edit it out, but I'll definitely blot around my face and it takes down the shine except for where I want it with my highlighter, which is usually all over my stinking face, but I love that thing now. My sharpener, it's dirty, I'm sorry. This is the NYX pencil sharpener, and the reason I love it is because it has the really large side that the NYX jumbo pencils fit into perfectly. The larger side also does my lip pencils, like my NARS lip pencil that I'm trying to pan, and other larger ones. So a lot of people have commented on my videos saying, how do you sharpen your NYX jumbo pencils? It's the NYX sharpener, and I've owned this thing for years. It stays sharp. I haven't had any problems with it. It's worth it to invest a couple dollars in this specifically NYX one because it will do wonders on those jumbo pencils and any other jumbo pencil. I haven't found one that won't work in this bad boy. And I know you can use like a Brillo pad from the kitchen or the rough side of a sponge. Like there's other hacks where you don't have to get this, or the little bun things that you put in your bun to like beef up your bun. You can use those as well. But I got a couple of these from BH Cosmetics and I love it. I've gifted them to a whole bunch of people. I think they're fantastic, and it's essentially just a color switch. So it is this pad and you just take your brush. This one's dirty. I'm going to talk about it in a little bit, and you swirl it around on here and it will not clean it. But you can do this and it gets off the shadow so that you can use it to blend without adding extra color. So you can go into another color and use it, and this will help you do that while you're doing makeup. One more tool before I get into the brushes, and that is Q-tips. If you do not have these on your beauty table, who are you and how do you handle mistakes? For real though, end of story. All right, so now to some brushes. I have a whole bunch here. They represent some brands and some specific brushes. First things first, let's get into some of my favorite eye brushes, and these are favorites by line and also by actual brush. So this first one is the BR250. This is a natural fiber like hair brush, which is the only one that I have like that. This one is from Coastal Scents. This one is fantastic in the crease. It's what I use today to work through my crease color and even to blow it out. So I'll use it sideways, rock it through my crease, and then turn it like lengthwise, like wide, and then blend. It is amazing. I love it. Another affordable one, also from Coastal Scents, is the BRCS08. This is what I used in my outer V today. It's great for blending. It's great on the lower lash line if you want something more smoked out. But this is a fantastic brush. I don't have a ton of Morphe or Sigma, so I can't compare it to one of those, but I love this e.l.f. crease brush. This one is a longer, more flexible crease brush, but I do love this for through the crease or even in the outer V because it is a smaller, more tapered brush. Also love the e.l.f. face brushes. So here I've got one of their, I used this today as well. I like their powder brushes. This dense face brush that's really narrow. So I like this one for contouring. It will work for foundation, but I like this for a contour or a bronze. BH Cosmetics in general makes fantastic brushes that are incredibly stupid affordable. I love this. I have their polka dot collection. I also have a rose gold collection from them, and I also have this like black and gold collection. I specifically love this crease brush. It's nice and fluffy for through your crease, and their flat shader is amazing too. So if you're in the market for some eye brushes and you want them to be affordable, I really do recommend BH Cosmetics for their eye brushes. They come in a ton of different sets, and they always come in like really cute little storage containers as well that I use to like split in half and use to store my brushes all the time, and I adore them. I also really love their face brushes. So this is from their face brush set. This is the 114. This is what I used today to contour, and I could make the line and then blend the line, and I adore it. I also have, it just says number 2 because it came in a set. It doesn't have a specific individual number, but I used this one for all over bronzing. They're really great quality. They're soft, they don't shed, they hold up really, really nicely. I really highly recommend them. This is one of my favorite brushes. This is their setting brush, and I do have multiples of these. One I do use for under eye setting. I also have one that I use for highlight. I also have one that I keep clean without any product that I use to flick away any mascara that flakes or anything that just ends up somewhere where I don't want it. I can use this to just like flick off that product. So this one is a fantastic one. I have one of these brushes pretty much everywhere. I love, love, love this brush. I really like this powder brush from Real Technique. It's so huge. It fits really nicely in the top of my Coty Airspun, and then I can just like kind of dot and then like super swirl. It's like a giant kabuki but on a handle, which is what I prefer. I'm telling you, hands down, anything from Real Techniques and anything from BH Cosmetics is a win in my book. Both of them are affordable. I don't think you can beat them. I would pick those over Morphe or Sigma in a heartbeat. In fact, I only have the one Sigma, and it's the E40 that everybody goes bananas about, and it's great, but it's almost too wide for my hooded eyes. So I tend to still go for these different BH Cosmetics blending instead. So I spent money on it and I don't really use it. That has been my stars and strikes for my beauty tools and brushes. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, found it informative, and are excited about the continuation of this series. I know I am really excited about it. That's everything for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big old thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.